What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Craig. Today we're going to be going over Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and XRP. Also throwing Solana in there. Going to take a look at where I think the crypto markets could be headed. Are we headed for a crypto winter, or has it already began? For those of you that have been watching the channel, you know we've been watching the WYCKOFF distribution very closely. We're going to take a look at those charts, schematic number 1 and 2, and kind of take a look at where that's at. We're also going to take a look at a huge Elliott wave count. People have been asking about the Elliott wave count possibilities for this in the macro. I'm going to show you that in this video. A lot of interesting stuff, guys. Definitely stick around for the whole video. If that sounds good, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. Leave your comments below throughout the video. Let me know your opinion on what you see. I know there's a lot of mixed opinions all over, but the major opinion seems to be up only, so that's usually not a good sign. We'll see what happens. Anyways, let's get into it. For those of you that are interested in trading, check out PrimeXBT. They do sponsor the channel. Links down below. By just depositing as little as 10 bucks, you can get a 20% bonus on top. So they give you 20% of whatever you deposit, up to 7,000. So you can put 35,000 in and get a $7,000 bonus to use towards your margin. The good thing about Prime that I like, you can trade it. Your Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, they don't have a lot of the meme altcoin stuff in there. They stick mostly with the top coins, but you could trade that against traditional markets, right? Or Forex. You could trade a lot on PrimeXBT. It kind of mixes everything all into one awesome exchange, and you get a trading discount by using my link down below. BITUNIX, for those of you that asked for a no ETF, no KYC exchange, try BITUNIX. That is also down below. Deposit 100, they put an extra 100 into your account. Right now they have a guess the price and win 1 Bitcoin going on. So sign up below, check it out, and let's get into it. All right, taking a look at, first we're just going to look at the 4-hour and look at our targets, our support and resistance. So as of right now, right, we're looking at this as a triangle here. And the reason I am good with this triangle, or I like this triangle, let me show you right here. So I'm going to show you why I like this. We have a touch at the bottom, touch at the top, touch at the bottom, alternate touches, right? E is usually where it ends and then continues down from there, right? So we still have a possibility of getting up to, if this triangle is correct, right? About 97.6. We could go test that area again. But what I wanted to point out here is this major resistance here. Now, this is all depending on how long it would take to get up here. This goes down the longer it takes, right? But this is the major resistance. If we break this trend line at any time, then I think the WYCKOFF distribution could still be playing out. Remember, I said it could get up to around the 107, 108 before reversing, or schematic number 2, where it goes all the way up to like 107 to 112 range, right? We'll take a look at that in a minute. But as you can see, this trend line right here, it broke in the RSI. And usually when it breaks in the RSI means this is broken. It's going to go down. What is the target of that? That target is currently about 84.7. Remember, there is strong support here. Now, if we go down to 84.7, that'll kind of invalidate the distribution, but not in the way that we continue up, right? As in, somehow this is all done. Maybe this was just a big double top, M top, and then continuation down, right? But it has to hold this 89,122 if we're going to play it as in the WYCKOFF distribution phase, right? See what happens here. It does look like we are probably coming down quite a bit further here, so just keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at, so this is a macro, right? We've talked about this many times. This could actually, I know as weird as it sounds, this could be just one giant WYCKOFF phase, right? And let me pull up one of the WYCKOFF charts just so you can see that right here. As you can see, you had your buying climax, up thrust after distribution. Possible? Maybe. we'll see what happens there. If that's the case, we've got much lower than even I think. I still think we can reach the 3,500 to 9,700 range. But we'll see what happens here. Obviously, your major support is going to be these, your EMAs right here, right? All right, let's take a look at the higher highs, right, all the way along, and we had lower lows all in right here. That is in bearish divergence or bearish divergence. And right here, we had lower highs in the RSI, higher highs in the price action, more bearish divergence. Just to be aware of, this is the monthly chart, so it can change. It could still get up higher. Just something to watch and be careful. Schematic number 1 for Wyckoff distribution. This would get us up to the 112, 117 region. Remember, guys, if you've been watching this channel, we've been talking about this for over a month, and we had this drawn out, and it is playing out almost perfectly, right? So if this is the case, then anytime now, we should start shooting up, and it should be a pretty violent up thrust to that 112 to 117 range, getting us, you know, for the next week or maybe 2 weeks to get up there. If this is the case, but then we will see a huge drop after that. If this is schematic number 1. Now, if it's schematic number 2, right? Still in that phase, we should get a jump up, but it'll be more choppy, right? If it's choppy moving up, then we're probably only going to get to that 107, 108 range and continue down from there. Let me pull that up in the schematic so you guys can see it. That would be right here. And as you can see, looks like it's playing out beautifully, guys. Just be cautious. Be careful if you are trading this, right? Make sure you're using stop losses. Never trade without having an entry and an exit in your position ready to go, right? A lot of times you just keep moving stops and you will just continue losing. So here's the big macro before we get into Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, and Solana, right? So this is saying we could have one more huge move up. This being on the Elliott wave theory, right? A, B, or I'm sorry, 1. And as you can see, I have all the smaller waves in here. If you'd like me to go over this in more detail in a video just on this, let me know in the comments below. And I will, you know, go into more detail. It's all here, but it would just take a long time to go through it, right? So this 5th wave of the 3rd wave could be finished, and we'll take a look in the chart here in a minute. But this going up to 122 is a possibility here, right? That could get a lot of people mixed up with the distribution phase, and that's why we'll be going over this daily on this channel. So definitely make sure you're subscribed, make sure you smash that thumbs up, and make sure you tick that notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. So here is what I wanted to talk about also. Now this is saying, remember, we can get up to 112, 117 for this 5th wave. But I do have the wave counts in this one too. 5 waves for 1, ABC correction for 2, 5 waves for 3, ABC correction for 4. This was a complex correction. This was a simple correction. That's how they usually go. Complex, simple, right? Anyone that knows Elliott wave understands that. If you don't, no big deal. Stick around. We'll go over that stuff. And here's your 5th waves. We could definitely be topped here. If we are, right, what would that look like? And here's what I was talking about as our possibility to get down to this 37 to 9,700 range. Definitely a possibility. Remember what we did back here? This big ABC, same type deal, guys. We could be definitely looking at that here. Be cautious. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. Nothing's a guarantee in the markets, right? But this could be severe, just huge bullish side, right? Great buying opportunity. If you wanted to start buying higher, probably wouldn't hurt, right? But that would make this all one big finished wave 1. Wave 2 would be an ABC, just like it was over here, right? There was your ABC over here. ABC over here. ABC here. Definitely a possibility, guys. And that would just be one big wave 2. And then what happens after that? You get a big wave 3. This one, if it was to happen this way, would get you up to approximately 177, 178. But that's going to take a while, guys. We're talking 4 or 5 years. And then a continuation down, back to test that $100 range. And then your final 5th wave for the big picture here, getting you up around 220, 200, somewhere in there. if that was to play out. Again, guys, there's no guarantees here, but this count is an Elliott wave count that is making sense and everything is lining up. So just something to look at. Again, you're trading the markets, which I prefer to do because you don't have to risk holding an asset, right? Yeah, let's get into Solana. So this is the chart I've been showing on Solana. If we break this bottom trend line at any time, we get moved down to about 27. I think we'll at least test this. So I think it's safe to say if you're in a short, I would hold it that short. If it was me, remember, not financial advice, till around 164-ish, 165, maybe get out there. Then if it drops below here, I would definitely get back in it. If you want to, you could wait for come back for a retest on the bottom and get in there. But the target there, if that happens, guys, around 27, which would match up with Bitcoin and everything else falling, right? Ethereum has not reached a new all-time high for this halving, right? Kind of strange. Bitcoin hit its, and this is all looking very bearish in the EMAs right now. But we did come test our trend line, got to bounce off of here. I still think this will most likely break, and these are still my targets for Ethereum. As low as 250, but more looking like 690 to 1500. We'll see what happens there, guys, but this is, nothing's changed there. We've had these targets for a long time. Same with Litecoin. I think Litecoin could easily see 1570 if this all comes crashing down, like I believe it will. And that would get us, we're gonna look for that $50. If that $50 holds, that may be a bottom for Litecoin, depending on what all the other markets are doing. But otherwise, I still see us could get down to much lower levels. XRP. So as you guys know, we had our target from months and months ago at 348. We also had these high targets. If you don't know how we got them, you can watch the previous videos on XRP. Just look for XRP in the thumbnail, and I go through all this stuff. But as of right now, depending on what the rest of the markets do, because guys, I don't care what anyone says, crypto depends on what the traditional markets do. If the traditional markets crash, crypto is a huge, huge, huge risk asset. It will be demolished compared to whatever the stock market crash. If the stock market was to crash 40%, crypto would lose 80, 90%. Easy. Anyways, be careful with that stuff, guys. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. A lot of people are doing that, and I think a lot of people are going to get hurt. If you put all your eggs in one basket and that basket rises, good for you. Awesome. Congratulations for taking that risk, but I'm not one to choose all things in one asset. That's absolutely insanity. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, smash that thumbs up, leave your comments below, subscribe to the channel, tick that notification bell, share the video. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. If there's any other coins you want to go over in the next video, leave the comments down below. The more I get for one coin, other than these shit coin weird spam comment stuff, I will put it on there. Thanks, guys. I'm out.